Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me here today. My name is Justin Henceroth, and some of you know me as the guy kind of behind the scenes when John's doing some of these presentations. And he says, "All right, can we go to the next slide?" I'm usually the guy that's helping him with some of the technology stuff and getting to the next slide and setting up some of these presentations. But today I want to share with you a presentation that I actually did with his team of 24 that we call the live WREIA group back in September. And we spent a couple hours with the group that day and another hour or two even after the meeting was actually done, talking with some of the members specifically about their needs. And this is an exciting topic to me. It was something I had first discovered back in about 2008. I was going through some job listings, looking for some people to hire, and I came across a Google listing where they were looking for somebody with neuromarketing experience, specifically graduate and PhD level experience with the field. And the fact that I knew nothing about neuromarketing was intriguing to me, and I started to take a deep dive. So this is back in 2008. The world has changed dramatically whenever it comes to this field, and it's still something I think a lot of people don't even realize exists as a profession. All right, so this is literally something that can transform your real estate investing strategy. The next few minutes, I want to explore some fascinating insights and some actionable techniques that you can actually take away so that you can stand out in this competitive field that we're all in. And don't worry, I promise I'm not going to bore you to death with a bunch of technical jargon and make you feel like you made a mistake just by pressing play on this video. All right, so what is neuromarketing? It's like this love child of neuroscience, psychology, and marketing. It's all about understanding why people make decisions. And spoiler alert here, it's not always logic. For us real estate folks, it's a treasure map on how buyers emotionally and cognitively respond to properties. If you think about it, nobody falls in love with a spreadsheet of features. Buyers fall in love with how a house makes them feel. By tapping into these emotions, we can create marketing strategies that resonate, engage, and ultimately make us a lot more money. So why is this field relevant to us as real estate investors? Why should we even care? Because neuromarketing helps us crack the code, essentially, on buyer psychology. Buyers and sellers make decisions based on how they feel about a property, right? Logic? Well, sometimes that comes later, whenever they have to justify getting into a bidding war. And sometimes logic never even shows up. With neuromarketing, we can craft experiences that evoke positive emotions, negative emotions. We can really run the gambit here, turning the volume up on all the things that buyers love, like warm kitchens, inviting spaces, and dreamy backyard views. Essentially, we're not just selling a house, but we're trying to create this minute where the buyer says, "Wow, I could actually see myself living here." As sellers, whenever we're looking at buying a property from somebody who's looking to sell their property, we want to basically point out the fact that this is some things that seller doesn't necessarily like about the property. Do they have nasty tenants? Is the property in rundown condition? All of this can work both from a positive and a negative point of view. All right, so let's get practical and give you something that you can actually take away from this and start using today. Visuals and staging. First impressions matter. We all know that. High quality photography and videography, it's non-negotiable these days. It's the difference between, wow, look at this, and what's next. But wait, there's more. Staging transforms spaces into storybooks. Decluttering, neutral colors, and some well-placed decor can help buyers imagine their future they already live there, complete with the Sunday morning pancakes and cozy Netflix nights. And don't forget the digital side. Virtual tours and 3D walkthroughs are giving buyers a backstage pass without them ever even leaving their own couch. Now, how about a little bit of proof that this stuff actually works? Neuromarketing works in a pretty big way and can make a very big difference in your business. For instance, a luxury property firm used virtual reality tours and saw a 30% spike in engagement. A developer added storytelling techniques to their listings, think something along the lines of perfect for growing families, and all of a sudden people that were looking for information shot up by 40%. Now, can you imagine 40% more people interested in your property actually filling out a send me more information type post? And this is more than just numbers. They're like golden tickets showing how emotional connections drive success. When you tap into what makes buyers tick, you're not just marketing, you're actually creating magic. All right, so here's where this gets a little bit nerdy, but I promise I'm not going to bore you. Let's keep this a little bit fun. Basically, KPIs, or key performance indicators in neuromarketing, is how we track the metrics like engagement rates, conversion rates, emotional response analysis. Think of it like a neuromarketing report card. Facial coding, biometric feedback, those are all fancy tools that are next level, and we use them to see which marketing elements make buyers smile or even lean into the listings. The more we understand what makes people click, the better we can fine-tune our efforts for better results. All right, so what's next? What's the future look like? Well, AI and virtual reality are about to make things next level. Imagine property listings that are tailored to a buyer's preference, or VR tours that are so immersive, people forget that they're still sitting in their own house in their pajamas. And with advanced data analytics, we're soon going to be able to basically light up those emotional triggers that are resting inside all of us, helping us refine our strategies even further. The future's bright, techy, and probably a little bit mind-blowing. Now, finally, I want to leave you with at least one resource that you can jump off if this field or topic is interesting to you. Roger Dooley has a terrific site called Neuroscience Marketing. Job of giving some keynote speeches and basically across the broad field of business, but can show you just how effective these tools can be. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. Neuromarketing isn't just some fancy buzzword. This is actually a word that you can bring up at one of your favorite holiday parties. It's kind of a game changer in business. By understanding and applying how neuromarketing principles work, we can connect with buyers in ways that are truly resonating, creating curiosity, and turn all of that into some level of commitment. All right, so thanks everybody for joining me. If you have questions, comments, leave them in the chat below. I'll be happy to follow up with this. Thanks everyone.